Alright, welcome to another edition of the Blu-Review. Today we are talking about JCVD from Peace Arch Home Entertainment. When I was 10 years old, I thought Jean-Claude Van Damme was the greatest action hero of all time. It's funny that only a few years later his career went down the toilet faster than crap through a goose on Christmas Eve. He's turned into more of a joke, and in his 50s he's just not the action hero he was in his 20s and 30s. Now relegated to making straight-to-DVD, no-budget action flicks, JCVD just doesn't have what he used to, mega stardom. And it all started with the abysmal Double Team when he starred with Dennis Rodman. Now, in this movie where he's playing himself, JCVD takes a critical look at his career and his life over the past 20-some years in the motion picture industry. But it's a totally fictitious film. JCVD is the story of Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's sort of in the middle of a custody battle, trying to make his big break back into Hollywood and getting his life back in order. When he decides to move back to his hometown in Belgium to kind of recoup and get things straight, he finds that his credit cards and his ATM cards and all that doesn't work, and he needs to get a hold of some cash. When he goes into a bank to retrieve some money, he picks the wrong one because it's being robbed by a bunch of idiot hoodlums. These guys, thinking they could sort of make a quick escape by making it seem as if Jean-Claude Van Damme is robbing the bank instead of them, take him hostage and force him to sort of confess to the crimes. It's a really, really interesting film because it's sort of a documentary. There's like a little documentary section where Jean-Claude Van Damme sort of turns to the camera and gives this sort of speech about his life and how he doesn't want to die in the post office. And there are other moments of like dealing with the sort of cross section between being an actual action hero on film and actually being in a situation which would call for an action hero. I thought it was a really, really good movie. It blends French and English and mixes the two. It's just a really fantastic movie. And of course, a really great performance by Jean-Claude Van Damme, which I think is what everybody's talking about with this. And I think it's got people kind of excited about Jean-Claude Van Damme again. But unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be able to follow it up with much. I really hope that he kind of gets his career back on track, but I don't know. A 50-some-year-old action hero just doesn't seem like it's going to fly. So we'll see what happens. Overall, though, I thought this was a really, really great movie. I enjoyed it a lot. As far as the disc is concerned, I'm sort of on the fence about it. The picture quality was not spectacular. It's a digitally shot film. And there are parts of it which are okay. And there really isn't anything about it where I'd say it looks horrible. It just doesn't stand out as like a great high-definition release. And the audio track was just okay as well. But I think if you can see this one for 15 to 20 bucks, it's definitely worth it. It doesn't have very many special features, just some deleted scenes. But it's a really cool movie, and if you're a fan of Jean-Claude Van Damme, I definitely recommend picking this up. It was really cool. That's it. Peace.